Yo, 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 what's good? What's good? What's popping? What's popping? What's popping? All right. So, you know, I have to always repeat myself because I don't know, it seems like some people in this space just don't realize that they don't realize something so simple when it comes to the majority of males within this space, which is that the majority of males within this space are simps. It's really that simple. And it's not hard to understand. You know, a lot of people argue when it comes to the current state of what you call the so-called black manosphere, that is that the majority of the stagnation creators within the space are only in it for the money, right? With me, I go into I go even further and say that it's not even about the money because most of these niggas are not making a lot of money to begin with, right? What's going on? Shaka Nulu, what's up? Seeking My Creator, what's up? What's going on? But going back to what I was saying, right? It's even deeper. A lot of these niggas within this online space needed a way, it just needed somewhere to vent their frustrations when it comes to the failures of being a simp. That's really what it is. They want to vent and find some way to actually express their frustrations when it comes to their failures of being a simp and to just and their failures of being men in this world. That's really what it is. Until you understand that the majority of people within the current manosphere space or spaces are simps, whether it's stagnation creators or the majority of viewing audience alike, the majority of them are fucking simps who dedicate their time on here to try to change whorish females and to get the validation and acceptance of whorish females. That's really what it is. While at the same time trying to change whorish females, which is why Kevin Samuels Christ is such a enigmatic figure within the mansphere spaces, unfortunately. Unfortunately, because that's what he was trying to do. What Kevin Samuels Christ was trying to do is that he was trying to convert horse females into becoming ideal wives for these simps. And these simps was relying on Kevin Samuels to actually accomplish this unattainable feat. That's really what it was. And when he unfortunately passed, he became the martyr for these simps. And these simps pedestalize him so much to the point of the fact that they want him to actually come back from the dead. Okay, they wish for him to be resurrected from the dead, which is why I consider him Kevin Samuels Christ. Because if you know what the word Christ means, right? It comes from the Greek word Christos, which means to be anointed. So KS has been anointed by the simps in this space to be their Messiah, their leader. Okay? Kevin Samuels Christ. But back to what I was saying though, right? Yeah. This space has become a place where these retarded ass niggas can vent and express their frustrations of their failures of being a simp, all while trying to convert whorish females or them trying to win over the validation of whorish females. which is some fucked up shit. What's going on? Azure Saints, what's up? Third Ward, what's up? Harmon, what's up? You know, that's it. And it's so sad because I remember when this space was a truly intellectual space, right? Where you had to be well read and well researched in order to actually be actually have any sort of credibility in this space. And when I say well read and well researched, I'm speaking about being educated in actual topics when it comes to socio-political and social economic issues in America and in the world. Because when I mean that this space was a truly intellectual space, that we was truly talking about the systemic issues that black males and black people in general was going through and what is needed to solve these systemic issues in America and across the world. And we spoke about the dating issue, right? When it comes to the Black Manosphere 1.0 days, we spoke about the dating issue, but that was just a small piece of a bigger pie because we spoke about a a whole multiplicity of issues concerning so-called black people. But once Tommy Sotomayor became very popular on so-called black YouTube, it attracted a lot of retards to make content that resemble his, and they came into this space and infiltrated the space with this copycat Tommy Sotomayor retard content, which I dub stagnation content. Well, I didn't dub it, but I call it that. I didn't create. I'm not the one who created the title or the name, but I call it that though. This is what's going on. Why? Because these retards are simps. These niggas are simps. I mean, once again, I keep saying it over and over again, right? Is that if you guys actually know simps in real life, right? If you've been around simps in real life, not the internet, but in real life, how do what do you hear them always complain about when they don't have access to no pussy? What do they constantly complain about? They start complaining about how all females are no good, all females are this, all females are that. Oh, females don't date me because I look this way. Females don't want to date me because I'm of this height. Females don't want to date me because I don't have this type of money and shit like that. It's some stupid fucking goofy shit. You know, you could be talking about any other thing in this world, any important things in this world. But what you want to do as a grown ass man is fucking talk about why some bitch don't want to fucking give you no pussy for whatever fucking reason. Like a nigga give a fuck. You know, like somebody gives a fuck. Come on now. And this is what this space has become due to the infiltration of retarded simp ass niggas that came into the space and want to sit there and vent. And they've been inspired by Tommy Sotomayor and believe that Tommy Sotomayor's way of making content is the ideal route to go to, and they utilize that Tommy Sotomayor model of making content to come to the space and vent. Because Tommy Sotomayor's a simp also. Sure, he been exposed for being a fucking simp. And like I said before, when simps don't have access to pussy, all they do is start complaining about how females are no good. Because you have to realize simps live every day of their lives in between a female's legs. Everything that they think about, anything that they do, revolves around what's in between the female's legs. Their decisions in life revolves around what is in between the female's legs. Their inspiration, what inspires them, what influences them to do anything in life, revolves around what is in between the female's legs. That's the true meaning of suckers being impressed by mediocre pussy. Right? And not only that, and they're willing, people like that, they're willing to place themselves in very compromising positions in hopes that they'll gain some sort of validation from a female. This is what it is with these niggas. You see, he said, I remember 3 years ago, niggas was talking about they had to get jawline surgery to get the women they're attracted to. What? For real? I never heard stupid shit like that in my life until I stumbled upon this space. Word? What the fuck? Really? Oh shit. Who was saying that shit? Yo. Oh shit. Word, people were saying that shit. They had to get jawline surgery in order to get the females they're attracted to. God damn. He said, on God. Word? Oh shit. Azure Saint says they'd rather focus all of their attention on bashing females instead of worrying about themselves and their well-being. Exactly. And talk about the lack of ambition. Right, exactly. You know, a lot of these males would rather stick to bashing females as a result of not getting validation from the type of females that they're complaining about, and they put that over their own well-being. They put that over concentrating on their own self-improvement. They put that over accomplishing any goal in life that would place them in a better position financially. This is what happened with these motherfuckers. But hold on, let me. So Azure Saint, you're right about that. But let me go back to what Third War Colombian said. Yo, son, for real. Yo, niggas was saying that they had to get jawline surgery in order to attract a certain type of female. What? Yo, dog, motherfucker. Yo, when you got adult males talking about getting plastic surgery just to look good for females, if that's true, and I'm not saying you're lying, Third Ward, I'm just saying that because I never heard that. But if that's true, that shit is wild. But on the flip side, I shouldn't be surprised by it because this is what simps do. Simps will go that far just to gain the validation of a bitch. Remember, like I just said earlier, right? And excuse my language when I said bitch, excuse my language. But remember what I said earlier when I said that a simp is willing to place themselves in very compromising positions just to gain the acceptance and or validation of a female. This what Third War Colombians stated is an example of that. You're going to really go through some sort of surgery, go under the knife just to have a different type of quote unquote jawline or look different just to attract the female. I mean, it's one thing if you need surgery in order to save your life. It's one thing if you have some sort of abnormality on your face or on your body, and the only way to get rid of that abnormality is to get surgery. It's one thing if you have some sort of, it's one thing if you're getting surgery for survival. Like if you're going through some sort of experience where you can die if you do not get this surgery, and this surgery have a chance of increasing your chances to living, okay, get the surgery. But if your low self-esteem ass is willing to go underneath the knife just to look a different way because you just, I guess you think that females are not attracted to how you currently look, nigga, you need to climb on top of the highest cliff and jump the fuck off head first, nigga. You need to find a pool with the highest amount of sharks and dive in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Shit. Feed the fucking fishes. Kill your motherfucking self. Right, 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 right. People that go through people that do cosmetic surgery for any reason outside of getting rid of an abnormality or for health reasons have very low self-esteem and they're very vain. They're very vain people. And you have to watch out for these types of people because these types of people would do anything in order to get the validation and acceptance from a lot of people in public because that's due to having low self-esteem. People who have low self-esteem often seek validation from others, where in reality, the only validation you need is from God and from yourself. That's it. Once you get validation from God and you validate yourself, that's all you need as a human being. Fuck everybody else's validation. It's either they accept you for who you are or other people don't. And if they don't accept you for who you are, fuck them. Same thing when if someone of the opposite gender don't like you for whatever reason, okay, they don't like you. Fuck it. Fuck them. Someone will like you. Someone eventually will like you if you stop being a fucking retard. Shit. It's that easy. What I'm saying is not what I'm stating is not is not rocket science. I'm not stating something that's so extremely pro fucking found. What I'm saying is common fucking sense. Right, right, right. We talking about cosmetic surgery and stuff like that. See, you Gino, you're speaking from a health perspective. Yeah. Yeah, I got astigmatism also, unfortunately. That's why I wear glasses and shit like that. Yeah, he said the only elective surgery I'm considering is this eye surgery because I have astigmatism, which makes it difficult to see when studying my financial stuff. Yeah. I think laser surgery solves astigmatism, right? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to go underneath a laser. I'd rather just wear glasses and shit, but to each his own. But yeah, but anyhow, Gino, what you speaking of is a health issue. So you're thinking about going through this surgery for health reasons, for your vision. And that's understandable. But when you got adult males that want to go through surgery because they're not comfortable with how they currently look, right? So they want to go underneath the knife. That's like a female way of thinking. That's like the modern day female way of thinking. Remember a while back when I said that a lot of these niggas are no different than the quote unquote modern females that they complain about? If this shit is true when it comes to when it comes to these dudes considering to get quote unquote jawline surgery, if this is true, then this is another example of these niggas behaving and thinking no differently than the quote unquote modern females that they cry and complain about. These niggas is fucking sad. God damn. Right. That's a legitimate and valid reason for getting surgery, Well, like I said, for health purposes. Right, right. Self-mutilation. Self-mutilation. Right. Right, exactly. For some bras, nah. You know, you should get surgery for health purposes or if you have some sort of abnormality in your body. Like when I mean abnormalities, I'm speaking about, motherfuckers who's conjoint twins and shit like that, right? Well, I'm going to the extreme, but you guys, I mean, you guys have enough common sense. You guys on here listening to me right now, especially the ones in the chat. You guys know what I mean by abnormalities, If you got a whole bunch of fucked up moles on you and shit like that. You want to get rid of that shit. Okay. You know what I'm saying? you know, shit like that. You know, if you walking around, you were born with like two noses and shit. But once thing I'm going to the extreme, we all know what I mean by abnormalities. If so, or if it's for for health reasons, what have you. But hold on for a minute. But but going back to what I was saying, right? Once again, is when it comes to the current state of the so-called manosphere, right? You have to understand that the majority of these stagnation creators who make videos on here alongside with the majority of the viewing audience are fucking simps. It boils down to that one simple thing. It's very simple to understand why the current state of the space is in the condition that it's in, because it has been infiltrated by a whole bunch of simps who are fucking retarded, who have low IQs, who don't have anything to actually contribute to the conversation aside from talking about females, right? They have no actual determination to actually do something revolutionary to change society, to make things better for the future of the male gender or for the future of humanity in general. They don't have that. They don't have these things. They're retarded. They're the scum of the fucking earth. They're worth less than the shit underneath my fucking shoe. These niggas ain't shit. They're lesser people. These people are beneath me and they're beneath you. Okay? I'm telling you, the low lives. Low lives. They're the fucking liquid that seeps out from underneath a garbage bag. When you have a bag, when you go out and take the garbage, and you have a bag, a garbage bag, you taking that shit outside, to take out the garbage. And sometimes, I guess some food's been inside the bottom of the garbage bag for so long that it starts to rot and deteriorate, and some liquid comes out and it smells funky. That's these niggas in this fucking space. Yeah, trash juice and shit. Trash juice. That's what the fuck they are. When you understand that these are the types of people who have infiltrated the manosphere spaces, then you'll easily understand why it's in the state that it's currently in. I mean, these niggas are so goddamn pathetic, man. I mean, these niggas so pathetic that they want to give a red pill breakdown to that singer Cassie being abused by Diddy. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to do a red pill breakdown. When that video surfaced of that singer Cassie being stomped and punched upside the head by Diddy, and Diddy grabbing this chick and dragging her on the floor to bring her back to the hotel room as she was attempting to run away from him. Right? I read this thing on Facebook where some nigga created this post that unfortunately went viral, stating how Cassie is an example of three phases of the modern day female, how she was with a good man at one point in time and she left that good man to be with a bad guy or with a very powerful individual who abused her. After that abuse, she's now with a good man. It's almost like basically what I'm trying to say is that this motherfucker frame it in a way to vilify this bitch instead of looking at the situation for what it is when it came between her and Diddy, that it was an abusive relationship, right? And there's proof of that. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. It's not a good time to make a Pookie argument in that case. That guy didn't know how to read the room. Exactly. Yeah. Niggas want to give their fake ass red pill breakdown to trying to vilify Cassie and try to make it seem as if basically it seems as if the way I interpret that ridiculous post was that they was trying to justify her abuse by saying it's her fault because she was with a quote unquote good guy and she left the good guy to be with P. Diddy, who had more money and power. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to make it, into one of those situations where 9 times out of 10, the motherfucker who created that post and the idiots that agree with it are just internalizing this situation because they probably felt that they've been in the position, or they probably was in the position where a female that they loved and they've been with left them for another guy that had more resources than they did. You know, we're trying to put it in this pathetic nigga argument. That's what I call it, man. A pathetic nigga argument. Yeah, ridiculous, man. I mean, but that's the thing. This space is filled with pathetic niggas, pathetic males, man. Pathetic males. Very pathetic. And once you understand that this so-called manosphere space got infiltrated by low-life simps who lack true intelligence, once you recognize that, then you'll realize why this space is in the current state that it's in. It's not that hard to understand. It's very simple. It's very simple to understand, especially once you know the history of the space and how it was created, how it was formed, who, and the types of people and the caliber of people who first formed the space and the types of arguments that they was talking about and the level of intellect that they contributed to the early beginnings of the space. When you realize where the space came from to what it has become now, it's not hard to understand that it's a bunch of retarded simps who infiltrated this space that turned this space into what it is right now, which is nothing but an online minstrel show. That's really what it is. It's an online minstrel show, right? Where a whole bunch of adult males can express their frustrations of being a failed simp, all while trying to win the validation of whorish females. In one hand, they'll make videos talking about how a certain group of females are no good and this and that, but at the same time trying to win over their validation by trying to change them. That's some strange shit to me. That's some weird shit to me. Because I'm the type of person, I've never been the type of person who want to change somebody. Because I've known from early on, there's only one person I can change, which is myself. Once again, that's common sense, right? That's common sense. It's nothing complicated about that, right? So me understand that I can't change nobody. I always looked at people as, okay, once I know your true colors, then I'm going to, and as a result, I'm going to determine whether you're the type of person that I want around me or you're the type of person that I do not want around me. And I've always been that way when it comes to the opposite gender. I've always known what I wanted when it comes to the ideal female. And if I come across a female who do not fit these attributes of what I'm looking for in the ideal female, I'm staying the fuck away from her. I'm not going to sit there and cry about her. I'm not going to sit here and try to change this bitch. No, that's a waste of my goddamn time. I'm staying the fuck away from her and I'm moving the fuck on. And to me, in my wacky world, this shit is simple. It's very simple. It's common sense. It's not hard to figure out. What I'm saying is not something complex. You know, you're not trying to solve the theory of relativity. You know, you're not trying to, you're not trying to create the God particle. What I'm saying has nothing to do with that. This is simple common sense. It's simple, man. But it seems as if a lot of people in this space have a hard time understanding simple shit. They have a hard time understanding simple shit. Trying to change a bitch, trying to win the validation of a female, man. I don't get that. I don't get the concept of people attempting to gain the validation of a specific group of people who they claim to be no good. I don't understand that. I do not understand that at all. But that's what I have to say when it comes to this bullshit. I'm just ranting and shit. But I'm going back to watching this game. Let me see what's going. Go back to watching. Yeah, man. This is the Eastern Conference Finals. The Boston Celtics are playing the Indiana Pacers. Is it halftime right now in this game? Oh, Pascal Siakam. Okay. Yeah, Pascal Siakam. He's scoring. Oh, he's doing his thing. Okay. Shoot. You know, of course, the Boston Celtics are going to win this Eastern Conference Finals and end up going to the NBA Finals. But the Indiana Pacers do have a size advantage with Pascal Siakam. Or you more of a football and rugby guy? Yeah, I like football. I don't really mess with rugby like that. You know, it's not a popular sport in the U.S. But all right, I'm out of here. Peace.